Yes, Shashi, can you remove the dot after the first name?
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to our requirement, right? So display employees list who is not having commission percentage and working for department, these four, right? So first thing, you need to look for the table. Okay, simply what we can write here. So let's say select star from employee where commission percentage not having means is null. Commission percentage is null, right? So just validate this too. So commission percentage is null, right? So first condition is working fine. Then working for these four departments. So and we know we can use in operator. So department ID in these four. Okay, so we are done with first line requirement. And instead of selecting star, right? So we need to select only these three column values and not straightforward, right? So because we don't have first name directly, so sorry, full name, we have first name and last name. And we learned concat function to merge two column values, right? Pipe delimiters. So first name concatenation with last name so that we will get full name, right? And coming to phone number. So what is our requirement? Actually, we are storing. Okay, let me run query. Okay, so this is our actual data, but we don't want to display phone number as it is. So starting 8 digits, we want to replace with star, and ending 4 digits only we are going to display as phone number. Right? This is our expected format. So as of now, we are done with full name. So what is our next? Right, moving to next one. So phone number requirement, and we learned, right, substring lpad. So directly if we use lpad, so it will print as it is. So we can say length is 12, right, and replace with stars. But okay, department underscore id, fine. Commission pct, where is that? Is it just phone number or phone? Okay, phone underscore number. Else we have last underscore name, first underscore name. The column names fine. While practicing, we can correct it. First underscore name. Okay, so we are getting 9 records out of 106. Right, it is our final output. Okay, so I just removed what are the logic they provided. Again, let me take back. I don't want to modify any logic. Okay, phone underscore. You see, we are getting expected output. So full name, mobile number, and this designation, right? So and let me print a designation value also just for our reference. It is not there in the requirement, just to see what is there, right? So whenever mzr is there in designation name, so we are going to say department manager. That is our requirement, right? So here he is working as an account manager, so we are saying department manager directly. So by using case, we are using like operator to search either they have manager or not. If they have mjr in their designation name, so we are going to display department manager directly. Okay, so simple, right? Whatever functions, whatever the concepts, operators we discussed, so just two concepts included here. One is operator concept and then functions concept, what we discussed recently, right? So if you understood those two concepts, so this requirement will be easy for you to achieve. If not, requirement itself seems to be difficult. That's it, right? So this is what we are expecting as final outcome. 3 fields with this filter conditions and in this format. Okay, and above query also seems to be okay, but just what is this? Substring is missing. But let me execute. Table RB does not exist. Okay, so here it should be one number in my table. What else? Commission percentage department. Okay, so here also we are getting, but I can say it is 100% unexpected. Okay, department manager, fine, it is also working, but only thing else part also needs to be handled. Okay, so after this, if we use else job underscore id, so if it is matching, then department manager. If not, designation as it is. Okay, so good, at least 1 or 2 members are able to understand. I'm okay with that. I don't know about others. Let's see. So we are done with the case, right? Okay, so again we'll discuss the substring, in-string, and then just we will recall all our concepts with some real-time scenarios, right, where we can use and how we can use. Let's see. So now we will discuss substring again. So what is the use of substring? Already we discussed, right, few scenarios. What is the use of substring exactly? Anyone?
You want to separate some like characters or some string from the separate.
Yes, good. So that is one way, or else we can say to extract part of the string. So it is used to display set of characters from a given string, right? So we can say that way, or else we can say to extract part of the string, right? So like starting 3 characters, ending 3 characters, in between 3 characters, just we are extracting part of the string, right? So it depends on your understandings. So you can define definition anyway, right? You can use whatever words you want to frame that. Okay, so substring is used to extract part of the string or is used to display set of characters from a given string. Okay, you can use any definition. So back to syntax. So select substring, it is our actual string value 1 comma 3. So these two are representing position and number of characters we want to display. So first one, right, 1 is representing starting character. Okay, from which position I need to start to extract part of the string, right, to extract set of characters. Okay, start from first position and extract 3 characters from there, right? So let's say if we don't specify number of characters, directly it will start from 1 and it will extract n number of characters from there, whatever the characters available. Okay, we'll see that. Let's say I have that. Okay, let me use welcome only. Substring of welcome. What are the example is there? 1 comma 3. If I use 1 comma 3, so we are saying WEL means it is starting from first character. So this one is representing starting character, and then 3 is representing number of characters from this position, first position. So 1 comma 3, that means I need 3 characters from this given string. So we are getting 3. Let's say if I give 5, so 1 comma 5, we will get 5 characters. So in another case, I will say 3. Okay, so 3 comma 3. So what is the expected output now?
LCO.
Right, so
Only L.
start from third position and extract 3 characters, L C. Okay, so what if I give 3 comma 10? So we have only 7 characters, and I'm saying start from third position and extract 10. Okay, so if number of characters exceeding more than string length, but still we will get whatever the length available up to that. See, it is starting from third character, and from there we have only 5 characters, but we are looking for 10 characters, right? This number can exceed more than string length, but whatever the length available with that string, only we will get up to that character, ending character. Okay, so if I say just 3, right, it will start from third position. Here we can have n number of characters, so it will extract all characters. Okay, so if you want to specify list of characters, you can. If you don't specify, just it will take starting character, and from there it will extract all the characters. Okay, so let's say, and you are looking for 7. Okay, we have 7, right? Let's say you want to start from 10th position. You see, so there is no character starting from 10th position. So this entire string have 7 characters, means 7 positions. So and you want to start from 10th position and want to extract 2 characters from there. Nothing is there to start from 10th position, right? So when our starting position is exceeding more than string length, we will get null as a result, because nothing is there to start from 10th position. We have only 7 characters in our given string. Okay, so same way, if we want to extract from reverse way, and there we don't need to specify the number of characters, simply we can use number itself. So if we say -2 means start from reverse order, extract 2 characters. Okay, so if I say direct 12, right, again there are no 12 characters in our given string. So up to this maximum length only it can reverse the order. Once if it is exceeding more than that length, we don't get any result. Okay, so we need to practice with more scenarios, substring and instring. And so 2 we are getting this, and if I start from 1, 2, just for our reference purpose, so we are getting 2 characters, right? Same way, now we'll start 1 1 1. Okay, so that is fine. Before that, we'll discuss about instring also, right? After that, we'll use both substring and instring on with combinations. Okay, these are like related. So, but one slight change is there. We'll see now. Again, if you see instring next to our substring function, it is also string function, but it will return number as output. So it is used to display the position number of a given character. Okay, it is the syntax. Same, select in string welcome, and here we are looking for e character position, and this one again representing starting character, and this one representing a number of characters. So if we have e 2 times, so which position you are looking, first e character position or second e character position? Okay, so we'll see with example. Same welcome only I'm taking, but in place of substring, in string. So substring extracting part of the string. So here obviously ending output will be character, right? But when it comes to in string, we will work on string only, I mean characters only, but our output will be number. Okay, so let me show you that. So now in this welcome, I am looking for e character starting from 1, right? Means start from here, wherever e is there in the string value, welcome, right? So let me know the first position. So e is there at second place, right? Starting from first and looking for first e character in given string. So return that position. So we are getting 2 because e is there in the second position. Okay, so same thing, I will use 1 comma 2. Now if you see in the same string value we have e 2 times. So when I run 1 comma 1, it is returning first e position which is there in second place. When it comes to 1 comma 2, right, means from this welcome look for search for e character from starting position, first position, and look for the second e in a given string. So first one will get ignored, and where we have second one here, seventh position almost. So it will return second e position. So which place it is there in our string value. So it is returning 7. If I say 1 comma 3 means start from first position, right, and return e position which is repeating third time. See in the same string. So do we have e 3 times?
No.
No, right? So obviously we will get return value as 0. So if it is available, it can return position of that character. If not available, we will get 0. Okay, so it is very, very important to remember that. So we'll take one more example. Okay, let's go with Amazon. So I'm looking for A, right? Start from 1 and look for first A character position. What can be the expected output? 1 comma 1.
1 only.
1, right? So what if I say start from fourth position, look for first character as A. What can be the output? So when we used 1 comma 1, we got output as 1. Starting from first position means from here, look for A character. So first position itself matching. So it is returning 1. Now we are instructing to INSTR function start from fourth position. Look for A character, first A character from here. So do we have any A from fourth position?
No.
No. Null.
What is the output?
Null, sir, I think.
0.
No, 0. So that is the difference you need to observe. It is returning number. If it that is position, right? So if that character is not available with our search pattern, so it will return 0. Means no position is there. Okay, so 0. Okay, so now we'll use combination of substring and instring. Okay, so let's say I might have one table. Let me look that. Okay. Okay. So here we have. So I have one table IPL, right? And we have list of players. So Virat Kohli, VK, Rohit Sharma, so and so, right? So here I am storing player names under one column: first name, last name, middle name. Okay. And I want to divide them now. So first name separate, middle name separate, last name separate. 3 outputs. So we have only one column, right? I mean, in this table we have 2 columns. So team and then player name. Okay. So now I want to display from this table only in 4 fields. So what is the IPL team, right? So first column, then first name, then last name, then middle name. So I want to display 4 column values from these 2. Means I want to divide full name to 3 names: first name, last name, middle name. Getting my requirement? So now whatever the logic we write, right? So that should work for all players, all rows. So they may have five characters in their first name, right? And few members can have only 4, and few members can have 7 or 8, right? So our logic should work for each row as expected. So it should divide first name, it should divide last name. Okay, so let's see. We'll take one name directly. So Virat Kohli, something like this. Okay, I have string value like this. I'm using dual for now. Later we can implement same logic on IPL table. Okay, we have this string value. Now I want to divide into 3 parts: first name, last name, okay, middle name maybe, and VK is the last name. Okay, so now to extract first 5 characters, what we can do, what function we can use?
For this video,
Right, so let me print it as full name. I mean, just for our reference. Okay, same way I'm printing remaining. It will be substring. Yes, EF name is nothing but first name. Okay, so now you tell me what we can use here. So to extract first 5 characters by using substring, what to do? Please అందరూ సైలెంట్ గా ఉండకండి.
1,5.
1,8. Mention the values.
Right, so directly if we hard code 1,5, we are getting Virat as first name. You see, it is our full name. We are just extracting first name, last name, middle name separately. So I got my first name separately, right? And what is our second requirement? Middle name. So now how can we extract middle name? So m name. Now again, substring itself can do that requirement achievement. So how to use that? To extract middle name.
7,11, sir.
Okay, 7 will represent starting position. From there, how many characters we want? 12 or 11?
Only 5, I think.
Right? So 7 comma 5, correct? We will get middle name also. So Virat under first name, Kohli under middle name. Now we need to look for last name. Okay, L underscore name. So what to do now to get last name?
Thirteen comma 2.
Okay, 13 comma 2. Okay, so we are getting right. So Virat Kohli VK, and we are able to divide into 3 separate columns: first name, last name, middle name. So now it is hard code value, right? We worked on only one player name. So now I'm going to use same logic on IPL table. Okay, let me pin this result. Okay, so same logic. So in place of hard code value, I'm using column name, which is our player name, P name. Starting will display one time for our reference. Okay. Okay, so now you see it is our full name. It is properly right 100% working for Virat Kohli, right? So when it comes to Rohit Sharma, also fine working, but when it comes to last row, right, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, he has 8 characters in his first name, but we applied to extract only 5 characters. So it is extracting part of the string, but the what is this first name is missing. So just MAHIN, we are extracting 5 characters, but he has 8 characters, right? So what I mean, same thing, if we take this logic and if we apply on our employees table, so we have 106 rows, right? And few members have 4 characters in their name, 3 characters in their name, 5 characters, 6, 7, right? N number of characters that can be. So we can't say fixed, right? Okay, extract 5 characters. What if they have only 3 characters? So after 3 characters, it will extract middle name or last name also under first name. So now you see it is mess up. So Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So first name is not correct, middle name is not correct, and then last name also not correct, right? And here, when it comes to Surya Kumar Yadav, okay, first name, middle name is coming properly, but when it comes to last name, we are looking for only 2 characters because we applied that logic based on Virat Kohli VK. So Yadav have 5 characters, but it is extracting YA, just YA, right? So Maxwell, just L. So these 3 results are getting messed up. We are not getting expected output. So whatever the logic, right, we write in one query, that logic should work for all rows available in our table. It should not disturb any row result. Okay, so now we'll tell you how can we modify or how can we achieve that. Okay, so it's correct, by using substring only we can achieve this output, first name, middle name, last name, we can extract separately, but we should not hard code just depends on one row value, right? So now if I change that hard code values depends on Mahendra Singh Dhoni, let's say he has 8 characters, and if I say 1 comma 8, now we will get Mahendra Singh Dhoni in correct format, but not Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma, right? So we are getting Mahendra. So we should not hard code any values based on the table result, table data. Okay, so we learned in string also, right? Now if you observe one common point in between all these names, What is there? So there is one common point between first name, last name, middle names.
Space.
Space, right? So in between first name, middle name, in between middle name, last name, we have space for everyone. We can use that space to extract part of the string, right? In place of n number of characters. Okay. So now we'll see. Okay. So same, right? Virat Kohli only will work. Same logic. So now what do we say? Instead of saying 5 characters here, I will use in string. Okay, let me show you on Virat Kohli. Not full name, just position of F name. Okay, so I want to return first space position. I'm looking for space, so we know that space also will be considered as one character. So simply we can keep space in single quotations and say start from 1, look for first space position. It is for uh, first name extraction. Okay, start from 1 and look for first space. I mentioned space, so it will return first position of this space 6. Okay, so for Virat Kohli, same logic. If I use for Mahendra Singh Dhoni or someone else, where is that? This one. If I use same logic by using in string, now it will extract position of this space 9, right? So they may have 2 characters, 3 characters, whatever it is. Space is common. So if we use in string, it will extract, I mean, it will return that position. So where it is available. Let's say he has only 3 characters. Now we will get written as 4. Fourth position space available. So by using this common point, we are going to divide. Okay. So now where we are specifying number of characters here, right? So start from first, extract to 5 characters. So this should not be the hard code value. So starting 1 is common. So first name starting from here and middle name we know it is there in between and here last name. So first name 100% starting from here only, first position. So by default we can hard code it. But after that we don't know how many characters they have in their name. But common point we have space. So in string logic to return that space position. So what it will do finally, it will return output as number 6, right? And in substring syntax also expecting number here. So if we use in string function in place of 5 means hard code value. So it can return position of that character. It can return first position of space. Okay. So now what will be the result of this in string? So before executing substring function, it will execute in string, right? Because it is there inside. So it is also working on same Virat Kohli name. In string Virat Kohli look for first space. It will return 6 as output. Now this substring will look like 1 comma 6. This in string result. So start from first character and extract up to 6. Okay, so let me run this. Working, right? Same logic. If we apply on our table right here, so instead of hard coding, if we use in string, it can extract. Okay, so again no hard code value. I'm going to use column value. So p name, look for space, first space, return that position. So their name can have n number of characters. When it comes to Virat Kohli, extracting 6 because it is there in 6th position. When it comes to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, it is there in 8th position or 9th position. So it is returning that number. Okay, so let me print this result also separately in string position. the end maybe. Position first. You see, it is different. To each row depends on their first name. What is this? Characters. So these three people have 5 characters in their name, and the sixth position they have space. So it is returning 6 as output in string. Okay, I separated that logic. When it comes to Glenn, so he has only 4 characters in his first name, returning 5. Means this space position it is returning as output. So what substring will do? So p name Glenn Maxwell. When it comes to Glenn Maxwell execution, so start from first position and extract up to 5 characters 1 comma 5. When it comes to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, 1 comma 9. So start from first position and extract 9 characters from there. So it will extract up to the space. Got it? So how to use combination of substring and instring? Clear? Anyone have any questions?
For the last line, how it is work?
Yes, we'll discuss. Right. So as of now, we discussed only first name. So we'll see middle name, last name also. Okay. So now again, so when it comes to last name, right? So we can use second space, right? So let's go with that. Okay, but here it is starting position. Okay, so last name, right? This position, we'll go back here in string. So I'm applying on last name. So in place of 13, instead of hard coding, and no need to give ending characters and number of positions. Okay, start from 1 and look for second space. Okay, so now this in string, okay, let me execute here also. So 1 comma 2 means it will return second space position 12. Okay, and same in string function I am using along with substring. So substring of this in string, just a starting position I am giving 12 as input to my substring function. So if we specify only starting character, what it will do? So whatever the characters available from that starting position, so I'm giving 12, right? So after 12 we may have 3, 10, 11. So it will extract all characters. So now if I run this one, it is extracting last name. So Virat, VK. And same thing if we use for Mahendra Singh Dhoni also will work, right? So let me keep this logic under last name. Okay, all these things not required now. Okay, again, no hard code value. So I'm moving here and there, right, to copy paste. Don't get confused. What is okay? Comma. Is the issue why it is showing it? Sing right parenthesis. Okay, fine. Okay, so you see we are getting all players last name also, right? It is not missing anything, but there is a space. Again, we'll see at the end how can we remove that. Okay, so now we have first name, last name with us. Now can anyone guess how to use same logic without hard coding for middle name? Here we may need to use another functions along with substring, in-string. Can anyone guess that? Anyone? Just think. What are the functions we discussed? And now we have first name, last name with us. We have those two columns, logics. Now we want middle name. Just think, can we remove, can we add, can we extract based on existing results? Not getting. Yes or no, guys? So at least tell me your logic, right? What you are
No.
thinking to get middle name from every row. Okay, if not, let me start. Okay, so we are hard coding, right? So again, we have two spaces. So first space, last space. Can we use that? So by default, for starting position, just like this, right? We have taken in string for ending position. Can we take for starting position in place of this? Okay, from there, let's say, for now I don't know, right, how many characters are there. Directly I'm using starting position, means first space position. So for middle name, it is extracting along with last name, because I don't know how many characters are there for middle name, right? Means I'm thinking table level. So we have multiple rows. So if we use this logic, right, it will extract along with last name. Okay, let me put here. So starting from first space, I'll look for multiple characters. I mean, a number of characters from there. So first name is correct, last name is correct, but middle name we are getting along with last name. What to do? And we have last name logic with us. So to remove set of characters from a given string, what we learned? Right? So now this last name, is it right side or left side?
Right.
Right side, right? So on top of this substring, if we use our trim, okay, let me make it up. Okay, whatever the result we are getting for last name, so same last name logic we can use here to remove. That's it. Now you see first name, middle name, last name. But we are using multiple functions, right? It seems to be complex, but very easy if you understand the logic of substring in string individually. Okay, so we'll explain again here. So we are using substring to extract first name from a full name. This is the one, right? So we are not going to hard code any positions. Only starting position is fixed. So we hard coded that 1 comma, and again it is depends on number of characters in their first name, right? So to return space position, we are using in string. So it can return first space. So we have two spaces in between all these three names, right? First name, middle name, last name. So we are using that space. So for first name, it will return first space position. So our substring will start from 1 and it will extract up to that position, first space position. Okay. So we got first name. Same thing we did for last name. Means we are using second space. So whatever the name starting from second space is the last name by default. They may have n number of characters again. So we are using that by using in string starting from first and look for second space, and it will return position of second space. From there substring will extract characters. So we are getting last name, right? And same thing we try to use for middle name. So substring, and we know it is starting from first space, right? So starting position we mentioned by using in string. But again we are not going to consider number of characters there. So we stopped our substring function there. So it is extracting along with last name, and already we have last name logic with us. Just by using alt trim, whatever the result we got for last name, we are removing that part, right? So alt trim of same last name logic. So it will remove last name from this middle name result, and only it will keep middle name as output. Very, very important interview query. So I have full name, extract first name, last name, middle name separating. Very, very important. These two functions also very, very important. Substring, in string. So why do we use substring? It is used to extract part of the string. It is used to extract set of characters from a given string. And what is the use of in string? It is used to return position of a character in a given string. Position. Okay. Any questions on this? I thought to do something. What is that? ఏదో చెప్పాలనుకున్నా మర్చిపోయా. Okay, that is fine. Yeah.
So can you explain again middle name?
Which one? Which one you want to?
Middle name. After
Okay. Okay. So instead of that, we'll take this one. Okay, here itself I will explain. Okay, removing this, not required. First name logic, last name logic, everyone clear, right? Okay, let it be. We'll take another query and we'll work on only middle name. Okay, so let me remove this and let me remove this. Okay, so to extract middle name, first we are using substring, right? And we need to give positions and number of characters, right? So by default I am using first space, right? Start from here and extract characters. So this logic will extract along with the last name, right? So if I run this query, what we are missing. Okay, should be there, right? What I'm missing, comma. Okay, so it is our full name and we are extracting middle name along with last name. So now we don't want last name in this result. Okay, so already we have last name logic with us. This is the one, right? So this entire logic is returning last name. So if I run this one, it is returning last name. Okay, in our below query which we apply on middle name logic is returning week also at the end. Now by using rtrim, right, to remove right side characters. So by using rtrim, if we specify last name logic, it will remove vk from this output, middle name output. So at the end we will be um, done with middle name. Okay, so it will be available at the end. Okay, let's see, r trim. Instead of using that logic, right, so instead of using that logic, directly I will say remove vk for now. Now you see we are getting output middle name. Okay, so if we don't use r trim, it is displaying along with last name. Can I remove something? Okay, one more bracket required, let it be. Okay, so it is displaying along with last name. So I want to remove that. I don't want to keep it in my middle name, right? So by using rtrim, we can remove. So instead of hard coding here vk, right? So if I say vk, it can remove vk for Virat Kohli and it seems to be okay, middle name. But same logic, same hard code value, if I use for another player, it won't work, right? Because they don't have vk in their last name. Okay, so in place of this, we are using last name logic. So whatever the player last name, right, he has, so it will remove that last name. Okay, and it will keep only middle name as our final result. So that is what we used here. So just see it as two parts. Okay, so first just look at the closed bracket, open bracket. So before applying rtrim, we have this substring logic. So starting from here, there. Okay, so substring p name, and we given only starting position by using INSTR. So it will start from first space and it will extract last name also. On top of that, right, once we got middle name and last name as output, after that we are using rtrim to remove the last name, because this logic only for middle name. So already we have last name with us. So same logic, whatever the logic we used here, downside, I'm keeping here. You see, both are same, because this last name I want to remove from middle name. So I'm using rtrim because it's their right side. Okay, so this same middle name logic you can achieve another way also, right? So at that time we need to use ltrim. So if we extract along with the first name, right, up to second space, so we can use ltrim and we can remove first name from middle name. So that way also you can achieve this requirement. Okay, is it clear now?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, so it needs more practice. Maybe it seems to be working now, but again, if you close this session, you can't remember all these things. So we will get a lot of syntax errors and we don't get proper result. So do practice with your own example. Okay, so anyhow, I will ping this logic with you all. Which one is it getting correct? Okay, so let me ping correct logic. Try with your own table. So even in employees table also, you can create one full name and apply this logic. First try to make it with your own logic. After that, just take this one as reference. Okay, so that is why I'm not sharing our class notes with you all. So first you need to do practice from scratch. So create table, get errors, resolve that, right? So that you will get real-time experience. So real-time experience is nothing but resolving errors, guys. That's it. So as a fresher, what we do, right? So we will take material like this and we'll go through this. Okay, syntax is this, right? So and so definition, that's it, we are done. So if you want to gain real-time experience, you need to do practice. So create a table. So once one table if we create, right? So on the same table we can use all these functions, operators, anything. And again, so initially it may it seems to be difficult to you guys, right, to create bigger table and to have more records. I'll do one thing. I will extract this same data, right? I will give those scripts to you. So create table and data inserting the same data. So you can have in your laptop also, in your database setup, just by running those two scripts. I will share with you today. Okay, so we'll share table creation script and this data. You can do practice whatever scenarios we are discussing. Okay, so okay, we'll see, right, how to do that. It is also very important in real times. So we will load data here and there. It is okay. So to see table structure, right, we can describe the table by using DESC or entire full form describe EMP C1, right? So what it is doing, it is describing my table definition. So what is the column name, what is the data type we used, what is the size. Okay, so now I want to share this script with you. Okay, create table, maybe employee, you can use whatever you want, 101 the bracket, this columns. Okay, so comma separator, just make it format. Anyhow, I'm doing for you, that's fine. Okay, until here. Okay, it is table creation script created. Okay, it will work for you also. I will share this one. And coming to data, where is our data? Okay, so this one in SQL developer, right, if we right click on result set, you will see some options. So publish, single count rows, find export. At the end we have export. So if we click on that, you can see this one. So insert export table, right? I mean, what script you want? Either you want only data in Excel file or you want insert script. So we can choose insert. Okay, so this one, let it be export table. And is this that? I will go to desktop, emp underscore 101, saving. So just I'm saving this insert file on my desktop. Okay, next, finish. Okay, let me. So we got here. Okay. What happened, man? Why it is striking when I come to desktop? Okay. So here we have that file. Let me open in Notepad++ or somewhere. Open with. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, it is exceeding our time though, but fine. We have holiday, right? It's taking time. Meanwhile, we'll share this create script. So create this table in your practice database also. Okay, and we'll share this data. It is loading. Okay, let me pick that. So just anyone try to download it and see if you are able to see the data. I mean, not data, you can see one insert script there. This concentration.
Yes, we can see the data inside.
Okay, so you can run that script. Okay, so if anyone have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can close this session. So let me know if you get any issues while creating or inserting those two scripts. Okay. Again, actually, it should load, man. I want to show one thing. Shit. Let me remove this. Okay. Now it is fine. Okay, so if you open that file, you can see data like this. Let me give script itself. So begin, insert, 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 insert. So I'm making it as PLSQL black, which can execute all statements at a time. Okay. And here we should. Okay. Let me try in my session. Export table. Oh god, I should use table name. Okay, so you can see export table. Okay, I will change that one also. Right here, whatever the table we created, we should replace that. replace here. Where is my table? Export table. I missed to change that. Export table. Control H, right to replace. Okay. EMP 101. Is this the one? 101. Which one I created? Okay, C101. Fine. Replace all. So bring it back to here. And just right, if you place anywhere and if you click on run, it will execute all insert statements. And now if I go back and check this table, emp c11, so I can have all rows whatever I inserted. You see, again I have all rows in my table, new table. So first execute create script, after that this insert script. So if you want to change this table name, you can change, but whatever the table name you used, right, for while creating, same table name should be here. So if you want, you can replace by placing it in text file or somewhere. Okay, I will share this one. Don't take a old one, right? I will take new one. PLSQL black. Okay, save as emp text doc. Desktop. Okay, let me see. emp101 text doc. So I removed old one. So run this table creation script and then execute this insert script statements. That's it. You can have same data in your database setup also. Clear?